Well, it's the fallout from our recent storm where we had supposedly a month of rain in 72 hours. We've now got some guys trapped on their boats, on the river locks. They're not going anywhere. It is pretty bad. The old pub up here somehow has, despite being derelict, avoided flooding this year. It's not good. It's not good. So I'm just going to take a little walk, have a little nose around before we get run off. And I've just been informed by some of the residents off the now flooded holiday park, the upstream floodgates are going to be opened in about 10 minutes time on top of the hour, which is all well and good, but means the flooded park is going to be flooded again. They're not happy, as you can imagine. They've lost everything. That marina is flooded. It's about 9 foot high. The whole place has just been ruined. Hello, Sonia. I may be about to get myself into a real predicament here. You may get to watch live as I get washed away by floodwaters. I don't know if you heard, Sonia, they're opening the floodgates in 10 minutes, which means several million gallons of water is going to come barreling down this already flooded river. So I don't know how easy you can see on the camera. Hello, Charity. So, yeah, it's a bit wet here. So that hedge right in the middle in the background there is the far side of navigation, which is only 20 foot wide, 8 foot deep. All of this out to the grass car park or car park, slight climbing frame, and that's the old derelict pub, which I think has someone living in it. As you can see over here, we have more floodway. The ground is covered in river detritus. And I was just speaking to a lovely couple who were walking their dog. They're living in their van because their caravan is now a boat. It's been pretty bad, and that's the sky. We have a series of washlands. Unfortunately, it would appear the gate system was opened incorrectly this time, and too much water was moved at once and left too much behind. There's some old machinery. So the idea is the downstream is still flooded, as you can see. And it's now is flooded. That red pole is where a life preserver would hang, and the drop off from there to the water is usually 6. And that bridge but I am, as you can see, sagging all against the doors. Yeah, the signal around here, Charity, is a bit bad. A lot of the cell towers have been knocked. This is the old water basin from the mill house. As you can see, flooded. To be fair, everything's flooded. There's a skip for putting stuff and people in. Oh, and a sign just for Sonia. There we go. Jim's asked to supervise Sonia around the water. A place called Billing Aquadrome. It's a holiday park and marina. Unfortunately, as you can see, COVID... Oh, sorry, you can't say that, can we? The Magical Mystical did a great job on the pub here. There's some more cool machinery, which, if this floodwater comes through, will be halfway down the street. I am going to get yelled at by the ranger at some point. As you can see, this is our marina. Somewhere out there is the edge. Somewhere. Oh, there you go, you might be able to see it, but I don't know if you can tell. There's some concrete slabs there. That's a jetty. So that's how bad it is. Arm floaties. Let me see if I can show you how fast the water's moving. I don't think arm floaties are going to do me a favour. But if you hear air rain, that's the flood defence. And that means we're in trouble. It means a boatload of water. So I will, that's the best way to describe how deep it is. Oh, I know. If I can zoom in on it. It's 6 foot above water level. It's run out of floating. Deep it is. And so I said I was going to look at buying a boat. It was one of the ones down here. I'm glad I didn't. Here we go. See if I can get close enough without finding a chest. But if you start hearing a siren, I'm going to take up a new hobby called running. And I'm going to run 100 million miles an hour. Oh, I'm not walking on that, I will die. So there you go. That's how fast. And that bridge is normally 6 foot clear beneath the water. Hello, James. And you're usually able to drive between that fence and that fence. It's pretty deep, pretty fast. And there's some balls for charity. Charity love the balls. We'll wander over this way, show you maybe where the pumping is going on after the flood. So the other night, apparently the electrics went out here and they were left with just the emergency services. Which is just scary. There's a swan. He's happy. There's a floaty blue barrel. I might need that. So this is the old entrance to the back of the park. There's some stork or heron. Oh look, here you go. There's some birds. Don't let you drive this truck last night and now it's in the shop. So, down here, that silver pipe, if you ever had a flood, probably bring back nightmares. That's industrial grade flood relief pumping engines. This is a £4 million development they've recently finished. That's a sign saying we can't go this way, which is funny because there's a big old hole in the fence which we could like climb. But yeah, it's pretty bad here. Usually the boats will be sitting much lower. There'll be a lot of activity here. It's only, sadly, going to get a hell of a lot worse now. The park, which I'm not going to get hope in hell of getting into, they've sealed it off. They've got, you know, emergency services, and I think even the army are there pumping. They spent $1 million and something at the start of the year on civil defence flooding, and yeah, didn't work. Lots of people homeless. Thankfully, touch wood, no fatalities this time. Do they have an accent? Apparently so. Apparently animals do make their noises in regional accents and dialects. So I imagine Canadian geese in Canada sound Canadianish, and in Australia they sound Australian, and in New Jersey they wear sports coats. So let's go for a little wander this way, see what else we can spot. This also counts as my September live stream, so I ain't doing any more. My obligation is fulfilled. One day I'll do a live stream that doesn't end in doom and gloom. There's a bridge, which no one can get to because it's flooded either side. There's a holiday cottage. I don't know how well you can see it. In there. Kind of like a budget version of a cottage we stayed in, Charity. Except for that one has TV remotes and a bed that doesn't eat you. Yes. Waiting for the gates to open. Believe me, it's not... It's one of those things, and I know which gate they're going to open. You kind of want to watch it happen, but you don't. Yeah, go on, Charity, what is it? If it's how to remove the dunking smell from the truck, there's no cure. That's the old pub. Used to be really nice inside. Had all like, what do you call it? Like milling machinery and stuff on display. Jim would have enjoyed it. 2 minutes late, well, I'll take that. I will be getting the heck out of here. I've misplaced the chat again, where is it? Do you rinse the soap? Yes! What is it with the Americans and the inability to do dishes by hand? Like, is your soap made of acid? Or very small men cut your hands off? Oh, there's some swans. There's some geese. Some English geese. Not those stupid ones. So it would appear they've got some lights back on over there. Or they're attempting to make people feel better. Don't know which. That was a picnic bench. Do you think the swans want some coffee? Coffee, coffee, coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. She saw a video. Charity, not everything on Tinterweb is real. For example, Don told me he was 6 foot tall, leggy and blonde. The lies. So there we go, that's the marina in its full. So over there is boats and a pub, because we don't do anything without a pub. That's not a Dunkin' cup, James. There's literally, I think, 24 Dunkins in the UK, and most of them are in airports, and I don't like their coffee. Tastes weird. Yes, James is fired, you're right, Sonia. Now, for a country obsessed with health and safety, that's a junction box for the grid. That's some electricity friendly water. Anybody want to guess? Yeah, as you can see, sandbags, more sandbag. Don't look like they've worked. Millstone. Garbage full of rubbish. A doggo. I'll show you the view from up here. It looks nicer from up here. Only because it's moving slower. Oh, hello. There you go. Looks nice and serene. And 6 foot taller than it should be. Yeah, it's pretty bad. No, looks like it, Charity. Pelacamp is getting hit with that hurricane. It's going to get hit hard. Yeah, Sonia, it's... Excuse me. So all the water has washed down from the northwest of the county through the network, come through the Washland floodplain, and just picked up every bit of junk. There's a football. Do you want a football, Charity? Thank you for coming. See you again. Over, technically. It came over it. That place sells RVs. Hey, Cliff. Yeah, Cliff, I'm going to put some videos out later of just how bad it actually is. It looks pretty calm at the moment, but I've never been more glad to live on a hill. That's a bin. There's some RVs. Now, I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Don I was talking to you about how overpriced our RVs are. Let's see if I can't sneak a cheek and have a look. The guys who own it aren't very nice. I am totally getting run over. So one of the reasons I ran off to London the other day was because I knew I would get a call out. There we are, there's some RVs. Starting at, so that little one there, if I remember rightly, started at 40,000 UK, so around 50 US. Going all the way up to ones at the end at around 85,000 US. They are basically transit vans. And I am standing in a driveway. I'm going to get run over again. Right. Snack time. So yes, if anyone has $80,000 and wants to live in a moving van, yeah, Charity, one of the reasons is our road sizes do not accommodate decent RVs. In fact, where that White House is in the distance, there is one for sale. It's a Jayco. And obscenely overpriced. Right. Hopefully the pontoon is holding and I will go and try and get you a better view. But we do have children's to deal with. We all know what they're like. You're not wrong, Cliff, but your small RVs are twice as big as ours. So this pontoon is usually 8 to 10 foot above the water level. It's an angry swan. That's a slightly angry swan. That swan is drooling. So, see if I can't find you the pumping station. These are some narrow, well, not all narrow boats actually. You've got a couple of narrow boats there. Dutch cruiser, that's a gorgeous one. Narrow boats. More narrow boats. What else have we got here? Let's have a look. Oh, that one there is a Broads cruiser. Working boat. Wide beam, because it's as wide as two boats. Bread is bad for swans. It kills them. Pleasure yacht. I know who owns that. It's quite a nice boat. That red flag there isn't on a boat. that signifies a swift stream and that boats aren't to be moved. Basically, it means the water is moving faster than a boat engine can reverse. Oh, look, it's raining. And over here, you have got 1, 2, oh, there's one behind that, 3. That is a bulldozer and a backhoe. They are quite literally digging a channel there. That's 3 pumping stations. Things are bad. Things are really bad. Those pontoons the boats are on, they're up. It's going to be living hell when the water level drops, because it'll drop overnight when it does. And you're going to see, conservatively, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 15, 180 million pounds worth of boats written off. And a bit more, maybe. Yeah. Looks like a pop-up tent, which, that one, or that one, that one, that one, or that one. They are all what are referred to as cruiser type sterns, whereas this little grey one, which I've been trying to get my hands on for a while, so it's called a traditional stern. So you see how there's no portholes until midship, and then nothing to the rear. So the rear is the engine house and living compartment. All of the front half would have been for work. Yeah, they are channel boats. That's exactly it, Cliff. Good old-fashioned narrow boats. I miss working on them, but not when it's like this. And now the rain is back. Oh boy, is it back. I think I'm going to do the sensible thing and maybe not wait to be flushed downstream by the floodwaters when they come through. I've not heard the sirens yet, so they may have chosen not... Ooh, lightning. Great. Yeah, I think they may have gone with not opening them now. Especially with this rain coming through. But now we're getting lightning, I think it's time for Mr. Rob to Mr. Disapply. So, there you go, guys. It's wet. I'm going to get out of here. And hopefully we won't be back down here tonight. Fingers crossed. It's not looking good, guys. But that's it. I'll leave you with this lovely... Got my... No, I'm out here in my bike jacket because it was nice, lovely early, nice and breezy. But if I have to come back out, I will be suited and booted. Rain slicker, buoyancy vest, the works. But there we go. I'll leave you with that. And I will see you all, hopefully from a dry location very soon. Bye for now.